beyond measure.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. I'm gonna show you how great I am. Only last week I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
This kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. I'm gonna show you how great I am. All of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you gotta go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? I mean, maybe some of you guys got something you never finished, something you really want to do, something you never said to someone, something. And you're told no, even after you pay your dues. Who's got the right to tell you that? Who? Nobody. It's your right to listen to your gut. It ain't nobody's right to say no. After you earn the right to be where you want to be and do what you want to do. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
I didn't want to just be a bodybuilding champion. I wanted to be the best bodybuilder of all times. Dig deep down and ask yourselves, who do you want to be? Not what, but who. I'm talking about figuring out for yourselves what makes you happy. You have to think outside the box. That's what I believe. After all, what is the point of being on this earth if all you want to do is be liked by everyone and avoid trouble? We have so many rules in life about everything. I say break the rules, not the law, but break the rules. I remember that after I was finished with my bodybuilding career, I wanted to get into acting. I wanted to be a star in films. Everyone had the same line that it can't be done. Just look at your body. You have this huge, monstrous body, it's overly developed, that doesn't fit into the movies. But, I didn't listen to orders. These were their rules. I was convinced I could do it. And then I got the big break in Conan the Barbarian. Trust yourself no matter what anyone else thinks. And there the director said if we wouldn't have Schwarzenegger, we would have to build one. Then when I did Terminator, I'll be back. One of the most famous lines in movie history, all because of my crazy accent. It just shows you never listen that you can't do something. Don't be afraid to fail. Anything I've ever attempted, I was always willing to fail. Don't be afraid of making decisions. You can't be paralyzed by fear of failure, or you will never push yourself. You keep pushing because you believe in yourself and in your vision. And you know that it's the right thing to do. Success will come, so don't be afraid to fail. I mean, how many times have you heard that you can't do this, and you can't do that, and it's never been done before? So pay no attention to the people that say it can't be done. If I would have listened to the naysayers, I would still be in the Austrian Alps yodeling. I would never have come to America. I always listened to myself and said, yes, you can. You never want to fail because you didn't work hard enough. Work your butt off. I always believed leaving no stone unturned. No pain, no gain. When you're out there partying, horsing around, someone out there at the same time is working hard. Someone is getting smarter and someone is winning. Just remember that. You can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in the pocket.
Rise and shine. 6 a.m. and your hand can't make it to the alarm clock before the voices in your head start telling you that it's too early, too dark, and too cold to get out of bed. Aching muscles lie still in rebellion, pretending not to hear your brain commanding them to move. A legion of voices are shouting their unanimous permission for you to hit the snooze button and go back to dreamland. But you didn't ask their opinion. The voice you've chosen to listen to is one of defiance. A voice that says there was a reason you set that alarm in the first place. So sit up, put your feet on the floor, and don't look back, because we've got work to do. Welcome to the grind. For what is each day but a series of conflicts between the right way and the easy way? 10,000 streams fan out like a river delta before you, each one promising the path of least resistance. Thing is, you're headed upstream. And when you make that choice, when you decide to turn your back on what's comfortable and safe and what some would call common sense, well, that's day one. From there, it only gets tougher. So just make sure this is something you want, because the easy way out will always be there, ready to wash you away. All you have to do is pick up your feet. But you aren't going to, are you? With each step comes the decision to take another. You're on your way now, but this is no time to dwell on how far you've come. You're in a fight against an opponent you can't see, but oh, you can feel him on your heels, can't you? Feel him breathing down your neck. You know what that is? That's you. Your fears, your doubts, and insecurities all lined up like a firing squad, ready to shoot you out of the sky. But don't lose heart. While they're not easily defeated, they are far from invincible. Remember, this is the grind, the battle royale between you and your mind, your body, and the devil on your shoulder who's telling you that this is just a game. This is just a waste of time. Your opponents are stronger than you. Drown out the voice of uncertainty with the sound of your own heartbeat. Burn away your self-doubt with a fire lit beneath you. Remember what we're fighting for, and never forget that momentum's a cruel mistress. She can turn on a dime with the smallest mistake. She is ever searching for the weak place in your armor, that one tiny thing you forgot to prepare for. So as long as the devil is hiding the details, the question remains, is that all you got? Are you sure? And when the answer is yes, when you've done all you can to prepare yourself for battle, then it's time to go forth and boldly face your enemy, the enemy within. Only now you must take that fight into the open, into hostile territory. You're a lion in a field of lions, all hunting the same elusive prey with a desperate starvation that says victory is the only thing that can keep you alive. So believe that voice that says you can run a little faster, and you can throw a little harder, and that for you, the laws of physics are merely a suggestion. Luck is the last dying wish of those who want to believe that winning can happen by accident. Sweat, on the other hand, is for those who know it's a choice. So decide now, because destiny waits for no man. And when your time comes and 1,000 different voices are trying to tell you you're not ready for it, listen instead to that lone voice of dissent. The one that says you are ready, you are prepared. It's all up to you now. So rise and shine.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft.
You see, I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever gonna get up? No.
You changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame. Like a big shadow. What you said to the kid, it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
I'm motivated by fear.
All of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked. But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
That's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that inch. And I know if I'm gonna have any life in it, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is. The 6 inches in front of your face.
Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
While the other guy's sleeping.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're at, folks. International Squad Knockout Tournament, Round 1, Group C, Army of 9, One-Shot Theory. We're coming at you live from Yehirovka, AAS V1. Should be a great match here, everyone, so stick around. We're just getting the last handful of people in the server, and we'll be bringing you this 2 new fresh clans to the competitive scene. Going to be going at it. Should be a great one for us here. As we've seen in some of the other matches. Vehicles, vehicles, vehicles. Just a couple minutes away here, though. Trying to get everyone situated here in the servers. One Shot Theory looks like they have everyone ready to go. Army of 9 has about 3 or 4 guys they're trying to get back into the server. I believe this thanks goes out to Mumblereens for the server host. They are the ones that provided us this beautiful server. You can see there's a little bit of ping discrepancy between the European and US here, but we try to make sure that anything around the 180, at least under 200 on average for a clan, should be good here as far as bullets and everything. Obviously, it's not ideal, but best we can do from an internet-based competitive market with this many people in it. So right now, we're just getting everyone situated. Looks like another couple of guys joining here. FFO Tucci Main is going to be your referee for this match, so he'll be the one doing the map changes and everything else. Hopefully everyone's having a great afternoon, great evening. I know here in the U.S., it's 4th of July weekend, Independence Day. I celebrated a little bit last night, probably a little more than I should have. Getting right down to starting time here, though. Again, it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. All the other matches that we have seen so far, vehicles have been the main component between the ticket loss, the map controlling with the 20 times optics. These vehicles have been dominating Yehirovka. And you can see there's a 5-minute warning from Tucci here to kind of get everyone situated. Looks like they still need about 3 people left in for Army of 9. As soon as they get in here, we'll get this live. We will get going, and we'll get some raw action. And I know it is a special birthday for my good friend Running Duck. He called a match, I believe my local time was about 6:30 in the morning. So for him, I think it was in the middle of the afternoon, so it worked out perfectly. And it looks like Army of 9 trying to get those team kills out of the way early. Whoa, we got some flipping. Got a little pregame magic here. That's what squad can do for you, everyone. Get a little crazy at times. Get a little dirty at times. Tucci giving out the almost mandatory, it seems like. I don't know what it is, man. You get in the game, you just got to shoot those bullets. You got to throw those grenades. You got to shoot the rockets. You think, it's just one team kill, but getting people unbanned here is not a very simple thing, so it takes a little bit more than just hitting a couple buttons. So hopefully here we can get the last couple players in for Army of 9 and get this thing underway. Ever since vehicle getting that water damage. So like I said before, One Shot Theory and Army of 9, both newer clans here. Army of 9, I believe, is about a month and a half old here, so they are definitely very brand new. One Shot Theory, a very good group of guys, going to be very organized here. It's one thing I know that both of these clans have done a great job of, is being organized. I know a lot of them have put in a lot of time and effort on practicing, getting these maps, getting their strats out, figuring it out, getting everyone on the same boat here. So it'll be very nice to see how this plays out. As per usual, we usually see a nice rush on Yehirovka, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that too to kind of control the points here. It's going to be interesting to see how these clans decide to play the rush, as a lot of times you either have to keep a lot of troops in defense of your defensive flags instead of going all in on the attack flags. Because if you drop one guy off, he's not usually going to be able to do a good job against a full squad coming at him, especially with vehicles in Yehirovka. Hopefully the inspirational music I had in the preload gets everyone ready to go. I kind of like those things. A little motivational music, got some like speeches over it. Gets me hyped. That's what I like to see here, though, and especially in this type of competitive mindset, though. A lot of these clans here, it doesn't matter if you win by 1,000 tickets or by 1 ticket. You see the good luck, have funds, a lot of communicating. All of these clans here, it's a lot of organization to get everyone situated. A lot of messages back and forth, getting the servers situated, having all these teams volunteer their time, having people like Tucci volunteer his time to referee. A lot of people from this squad community making this happen, so it's nice to see this level of competition get this amount of support from everyone. So that's what we want to be able to keep seeing here. And hopefully, with the way updates have been coming from OWI, we'll get some more maps in here, get some more exciting features. Things should be looking good here. So now here we go. We're going on to the final countdowns. Then we'll be switching maps to Yehirovka AAS V1, where things will get underway in the first match between Army of 9 and One-Shot Theory. Just so you guys know, sometimes I might call them first, which is obviously that you can see there their clan tag. But if I call first moving in, something like that, hopefully you guys can follow along. One-Shot Theory. A little easier to say first than One-Shot Theory here. So here we go. We're on Yehirovka AAS V1. Things getting started. I'll get them in a clan, and there's specific squads here first. We'll jump in at one ourselves so we can see if they're using any in-game comms, although I don't think, obviously, their native tongue is English, so not everyone might be able to pick up on that. And normally I would do a name going through player by player, but I feel like I'd do more harm than good by saying some of these names here, so we might not do that for them. Army of 9, I can probably handle most of theirs, but a lot of these I feel like I'm not going to do them justice, and I don't want to disrespect anyone here. So another interesting thing here is seeing how these clans like to play out, whether they're going to go with the 4 squads of 6. I've seen some clans actually have individual players that just strictly are on vehicles. I've seen squads of 3. So it looks like One-Shot Theory is definitely going to be going at least 6 per squad. I got a couple disconnects here. Hopefully those guys can get right back in here for things started. Got 30 seconds now. Well, so first shot, One-Shot Theory first actually kind of getting a full 9-man squad here. So they're definitely going to rock 3 squads. Now, one of the advantages to having multiple squads, more squads for that matter, is you can get more spawns, more rallies, you get more spots you can kind of push up on. Whereas this, you're going to be eating through your rallies a little bit faster, so we'll have to see how that plays out for them. So I'm going to pop on this fly speed here so I can adjust that accordingly, and we'll get rid of that so you don't got to look at it. And let's swing up the Russian here. As everyone's kind of getting vehicles situated, getting bodies situated, trying to get out the gate. And that's what you have to do in this map because this is a wide open map. A lot of terrain to cover, a lot of open fields. So first here, getting out of their spawn. Looks like they're making use of all the vehicles they can here. They only have a couple transport trucks left in main. One BTR probably heading over to South Petrivka just to avoid, see if anyone's going to do that rush. And then you got the logistics truck, another BTR, pushing on storage site. So they're definitely anticipating the rush. Let's see if we can swing down there. According to my map, it looks like they might have at least one Humvee heading up to South Petrivka. Everyone else is kind of doing, looks like getting their first 2 flags and heading down to storage site. And storage site is probably where we're going to see most of this action. You can see how big this capture point is. Every single building in the middle here is completely in the cap zone. So all of these buildings that you can go inside of is a lot to clear. So it really becomes the matter about how many bodies you can get on there. I'm going to swing over here. We can see Army of 9 moving up here using all of their vehicles as well. So they have the Humvee out in front. And I wouldn't be surprised if this thing just keeps heading north straight to South Petrivka. You can see One Shot Theory already in South Petrivka. I'm surprised they might have that vehicle sitting here on the road. And here it comes. It's already shooting now. They know they're under fire. Got to get to this tree line, and that's where they're going to stop because they know they got at least a little bit of cover. They might try to get a fob or something down here, which could give them a nice little hotbed. But One Shot Theory doing the great thing, using that vehicle range to stop the rush. This is going to be interesting here. See if they can get through here. I don't want to miss anything at storage site here. I'm just going to kind of keep an eye on it. So Army of 9 here not going to be able to get into the flag. One Shot Theory definitely getting bodies on. You can see a Logi truck as I just drove over by Army of 9. So they are going to put some pressure on the second flag. But One Shot Theory here is on the southwest side of storage site. They're going to be engaging Army of 9 here right on top. This building has become the go-to zone for people who want to control this. It's hard to get inside. You only have a couple entrances from inside the actual base. Oh, and they use the striker here, but no one's inside of it driving. They only have one person Finkenbein. And here comes the shots. So no actual kills there, but you can see all of Army of 9 going down here as they pushed in. So One Shot Theory did a great thing. They let them all come onto this wall and cleared them out. So you can see the rally here, but Finkenbein is the only one remaining from that first initial drop-off. We'll have to take a quick look on the map, and it looks like everyone else from Army of 9, they're going strong defense on their second flag. Let's see how this push up here is going. So they did get a fob down. They got it reinforced. Looks like they're building a hab right now in the woods. So they have to hurry here, because if they don't get on this flag and stop them, One Shot Theory can go all in on storage site. But that vehicle up here from One Shot is just doing work with this 30. Army of 9 just needs to start moving. You can see officially the Russian ground forces have got South Petrivka, so now Army of 9 caught in the open here. They weren't able to get into the flag cap. So then it becomes a matter of storage site here, which you can see all the blue here. One Shot Theory dug in, entrenched in this building. They have their spawn down. Finkenbein still trying to get around there with the vehicle to the south. So the one interesting thing here is One Shot Theory is not using their vehicles right now on the aggressive. They're only using them defensively. So that's allowing Army of 9 to flank up to the west here with their vehicle. Let's see if he can get some shots on these windows. I think that's definitely what he's trying to do. This is one advantage, though, if you have another person in this vehicle with him. One person can drive, one can shoot. Whereas right now, he's got to get himself in his own position that he likes. Switch to the gunner, see if he's got an angle, switch back and move if he's going to. So here he's just trying to take a quick look to the north, but you can see quick shot in the map. Nothing vehicle-wise. Taking down one guy in the window, Finkenbein. So he's just trying to keep him busy here, trying to keep him trapped inside this building. Oh, they do have a vehicle right inside of the warehouse. So this could be very interesting here. I don't think Finkenbein is going to even think of the fact they might have a vehicle inside of this building. You can see him trying to get an angle on it. So this is nice. This is the first time I have seen them actually get a vehicle directly inside here, and they have officially captured storage site. So Army of 9 now has no one on their defensive flag. They're still going all in here. They're now moving into the northeast. They're going to have to move in fast, though, because all of these other one-shot theory guys to the north are going to be moving from South Yehirovka to push in. So they do have a couple forces here from Army of 9, maybe just defending that fob for right now. If they can keep these guys busy long enough, it might be the strong, light little push that they need to keep these guys at bay to allow this force from Army of 9 to push in from the north. You can see their other striker here. They have two guys inside of that one. They have their other striker to the north, so they have the vehicles currently. And if they can swing these Russian vehicles out of there, they'll be getting the point swing that they need. So Finkenbein still trying to get into a nice little angle here with his vehicle. One-shot theory doing a nice job of staying away from these windows. And here comes a rocket, just misses Finkenbein. He's probably going to want to try to switch. Oh, he's right behind a tree, though. I'm not sure how well he might be able to see through that. Here comes the next rocket, though. Oh, and he gets suppressed from the north, and the rocket has to fire early. And you can see Defender Actual with the beautiful long-range shots here. Just perfectly taking him out right through the window from a distance. So now these vehicles are really coming into play for Army of 9. Able to do what they want to be doing here. And a hab just right outside of the spawn here. So Army of 9 is right in the thick of things, as one-shot theory is all over this place. Just going to take a quick look to the north here. Army of 9 does have bodies. Let's see if we can... I don't think they have enough in the cap, though. One-shot theory is all in. And as we swing out way to the east, you can see on the map here, one-shot theory has a BTR moving up on Central Novo, moving out to the east side. Looks like they're going to put a fob down somewhere in this radius just out to the northeast. And they're not taking any fire right now, so they are sneaking right in. They went nice and wide, right through the field, right through the woods. They've got the 4 guys they need to just get this down, get the hab built. Only thing they'll need is a logistics truck coming from Maine. So fob down, moving up. Let's see where they're going to put this hat. I'm doing a beautiful job here of using this vehicle to move up. They're just using that 30mm vehicle just to cover their road. And I can see Finkenbein just to the north or south of me, well, technically, moving in. He was the one inside that striker, so he might be the kind of the only sole guy here on defense covering this road. I think is probably where he's going to move to. Just trying to get into a position in town where he can help cover this road. So getting his gun situated to the north. You can see their Tucci calling out. One-shot theory has 1 additional guy. They should be at 25 because I'm on here. And looks like Army of 9 is 2 men short. So Finkenbein definitely has to hear them now. But the problem is they beautifully dismount. Finkenbein takes out Onox and takes out Pilav, and they both go down. Espen is the squad leader. He's the only one up right now inside of here, but let's see if this vehicle can get right behind him. He is. 30mm engaging Finkenbein. Bang! He goes down. Hunk. Barth. They win that fight. Finkenbein goes down. That takes your tickets for the U.S. down to 439 to 494 for Russian. So they do have a small ticket bleed, but now they have the advantage. They took the vehicle out, and that's a lot of tickets that the U.S. is going to be without. I'm going to swing down and see what this Army of 9 logistics truck is off to the east. It might just be reinforcing the one from the north. And you can see there no supplies in it, so Jack running a supply run. Let's do a quick count here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. They're at 24. We're just going to get this situated here just so Tucci can focus more on the match. So they are good here. We have enough guys on their team, so they are good. Let's get this field of view all right here. So Army of 9 here coming back with their forces from the north. They're going to want to get to Central Novo and get there fast because One Shot Theory is digging in. They took out the vehicle by Finkenbein, and now they've got sole control here of Central Novo. They got the bodies they need to be capping it. They've got the vehicle maintaining the road coverage with a 30 mil, and you can see in the distance Stone Marmaduke moving in. I think that was only a logistics truck, though. Maybe a troop transport. So this Logi, he's been running supplies back to storage site, which we're going to swing up to real quick. I'm not sure if I see many red up there by Army of 9. So One Shot Theory doing a great job of keeping them at bay. They definitely have pushed up on the Hab, took the Hab out. So now it's just this radio, lone radio, sitting right in the middle of the open field here that One Shot Theory cannot see, obviously, because of these trees. You can see here how much coverage it has, so it's a nice little area for them to put that down. But One Shot does control that, and you can see no Army of 9 in the area. They're all going to have to be moving in from their main, or it looks like they have a small force here moving in from the west on One Shot Theory. And that 30 mil, I can hear it just doing work up here on the road. So he's heading off. They're not choosing to use that vehicle for anything. They're just trying to get some repairs. They don't want to lose any more points than they need to right now. So One Shot Theory, they're kind of nicely spread out all over this Army of 9, moving in from the north now. So they're doing a great job here of moving back, getting spawns on. You can see they dropped a rally. This open top Humvee is going to be moving on. So they're trying to get some different angles, some different spawns here to get guys into the point. One Shot Theory, I don't think they have... Nope, they have not neutralized it yet. You can see Army of 9 getting in to cancel out the flag cap, and they actually have more bodies in it than One Shot Theory, so they are probably taking these points back. So doing a great job at reacting here. One Shot Theory not able to capture any more tasty cakes going down here. I think that was Sergeant Tut up on the north building here. So he's got a beautiful sign light. Oh, wow, the sight line here with this optic. He's got views all over the city here. He's taking a shot at Deccan. So beautiful coverage on the north side of the city. Army of 9 is definitely going to need some more forces to push in here, though. Looks like they have some doing just that from the southeast. And that open-top Humvee might head back to main here to get some repairs. You can see he's at the yellow bar at half health. So Army of 9 slowly moving across the field. Nice little spread here. They've got enough people kind of spread out. You can see there they've got a nice Hitman Actual kind of scouting ahead. Dr. Hammer, Harbinger of Death. Flinkentarn 2 moving in slowly behind him. So now the nice thing, though, is this force off to the west that's engaging One Shot Theory has all the attention they need. You can see One Shot Theory is just pushing up on them, but off to the east, here comes Hitman Actual. Let's actually swing up there. Let's see if he can get eyes on this vehicle. If he does, if one of them is a LAC kit, that vehicle's in an area, it's not going to take much damage. So he does see it right behind this vehicle. Going to be able to call that one out. I'm not sure if he's going to mark it. He did mark it here.
Je fais quoi? On bouge?
Non, attends, il a dit combien? Contact en 72, il a dit ça?
Hitman Actual, I think he's a little too close now for that gun. I think they heard his footsteps. So
Recule.
no, I don't think that pistol's going to do much damage here for Hitman. He might just be trying to confuse him, get him pissed off so his guys can get a chance to move in here. So they're trying to just get an angle on him. I'm not sure why they're focusing too much on him because he can't do anything right now. Oh, but Flecktarn looks like he has the open top. I think he's just trying to move him. So that's a beautiful play by Army of 9, trying to force the BTR into an area where this can engage him. So Hitman Actual trying to flood him out to the north. If he can get him into a line of sight here, Flecktarn, oh no, here we go. He might have a couple shots on him. The problem, though, is this wall is covering a lot of it. He might have a slight hill advantage. But as soon as he fires, he knows he's going to be in a world of hurt.
Recule, je sais pas, moi. Ah, j'arrive pas de baisser ce camion de merde. Le pistolet.
Oh, they've got ST. Oh, there he goes.
Tiens, à côté de nous, Nimzo.
Nismal taking him out. Hitman Actual going down. Let's see, though, if they can do what he wanted to do. I'm not sure. They still do not see Flecktarn to the north. Let's see if we can get some more Army of 9 here moving in from the southeast. You can see that rally down. They've got a lot more guys coming from their main. So Army of 9 doing a great job at reacting here. Ticket-wise, 380 to 449. So they know where that vehicle is at. They just got to be able to move up on it. And Flecktarn does not want to move here. He has the advantage of surprise, controlling this road. As soon as he moves, though, they might be able to hear it. So it's hard to want to risk that. That's a lot of tickets if they can get that out. They can control that pretty beautifully. So now they're using this to control the road. This might be the type of time that Flecktarn can move in if he can, because right now he just needs to be able to help out his guys. And right now this 30mm is pinning down everyone on this road. Swing down to Army of 9 here on the far west side. You can see the damaged vehicle. They have some guys here setting up. They got a rally down, moving in. We'll take a quick look up here at the neutral flag here as we see Holt and Salmon pushing in these buildings. So again, One Shot Theory has all in. They're making sure that Army of 9 cannot cap them by numbers alone. They're really going to have to focus on taking this entire thing over, but right now there's so many bodies on there. One Shot Theory content with just holding on to it and hoping they can hold on and maybe get this second flag here. So One Shot Theory now being engaged to the east. So they're moving accordingly here. You can see Army of 9 pushing in. Harbinger Death went down. Dr. Hammer went down. Flecktarn 2. Not the Flecktarn in a vehicle, but Flecktarn 2 here getting Hitman Actual up. Being a good medic right now. Oh, but you can see them pushing over here just to their west. Coming across this field, so at least they smartly move into a garage. Flecktarn lost his vehicle to the north, so he did try to push up on that BTR, but to no avail, as now he's in a crawling mood. They just don't have the lats they need. I haven't seen many lats being used at all by Army of 9. And that's the one thing they need to coordinate a little bit more here, is try to get these vehicles out of play, because Oneshot doing a great job of holding on to them. Hitman Actual wasn't able to save Flektar and the medic in time, but Coma going down did get him. So Oneshot Theory, it looks like they just have about one squad in here, and they're doing a great job. The one squad is continuously pushing and controlling this cap point. Army of 9 is going to need to try to focus on getting more bodies directly into the cap and try to force them out. But the main thing is they need to get this vehicle out. Because Hunk and Barth are doing what they've been doing the whole match, using the 30mm to control the roads, take out any troops. And Flektar, you can see up right next to this vehicle, taking out Sexy Pappy. He's probably just using recon radio right now just to call out that this thing is within 10 feet of him.
Attends, bouge pas. C'est quoi? C'est un mec, ça? Oh putain, merde, trop tard, il s'est mis à couvert.
Trying to scare Flektar out of there. They know he's there. He took a couple shots here at On. So Army of 9 has been just trying to keep these vehicles occupied here. And this is what I was talking about. They're going to need these lats eventually, because they need someone to come up here, get a couple hits on this thing, and take it out. And then it's easy work from there. So there he goes. Finally gets Flektar. But you can see in the meantime, though, this entire force by Army of 9 was able to push in from the west. Finkenbein goes to the north. Deck and Clink take the cakes. And there's a lat finally getting a shot on that vehicle. That's what they need. Get this force in there moving. Barth jumping out. Hunk jumping out. So I think they're just checking to make sure, see if that's on fire. You can see Tut going down, doing a nice little hotty-doody from Finkenbein. If they have another lat, this is the time. It's right in the open in the middle of the road. It's a long shot now. Here it comes. Oh, and it just hits the ground right next to him. So it looks like they're going to narrowly avoid an beautiful. They're going to get out of here alive. They're taking off. They're going to go repair. And just like I called it before, as soon as that vehicle's gone here, you can see Army of 9 clearing out the remaining troops. It's only a couple now here for Oneshot Theory. They do have a rally up to the south. Sexy Pappy, Onax, the only ones up currently. They're kind of sitting right near that thing, but they're going to have to move off because they don't want to be able to find that. But Army of 9 using a lot of guys here just to clear them out. This is what they need to do. Just get control of the flag and then regroup. Oneshot Theory has a couple guys. Looks like they're trying to push onto the radio. They do hear that radio. Harbinger of Death going down. So now Flektar just to the north. He knows they're there. Going to peek that wall. And now Coma just sitting there on guard detail, sentry detail, as Nismao is trying to dig up the fob inside of it. And Coma, he can hear him. He's just waiting for Flektar to come up right behind this. Down he goes. So beautiful coverage here. And it's one disadvantage here to having that fob inside of a building like this is there's only one entrance inside the building, and that's through this door. So Coma able to sit outside and clear him out while his boy, I should say, digs it up. So Holt moving in now with Flektar too, and they're going to have to move fast if they want to get this fob before it's dug up. That's another 20 or 30 tickets that they don't want to be able to lose right now. So Flektar goes through the window just as Coma peeks the other way. And then Coma goes down from Holt, so Army of 9 able to save the fob. More tickets they needed to save, and that's a good thing here. As we swing back over, it looks like Oneshot Theory lost their rally. Hitman Actual pushing up close enough. Now it's just pretty much up to Tut Palav here, trying to just do anything he can to avoid death. So him and Hitman Actual actually engaging. And to the north there, it is Marmaduke taking him out. And that is everyone for Oneshot Theory on the defense flag for America. So now Army of 9 is going to have to focus solely on moving back up to storage site and trying to take this over. You can see Oneshot Theory has not moved. They are all in still on this building in the southwest corner. And I mean, as far as from a point, that's all they need to do right now, because now it's 3:18, the 4:34. It pretty much becomes a time battle now because they do have a ticket bleed. As long as they don't get careless with their vehicles, which you can see they still have one sitting right inside of this southwest building. As we see here. So Novo eventually taken back by the U.S. It's tricky though, they're using their vehicles just to pepper these windows. So they're getting kills left and right. One Shot Theory just not able to peek here. If they can get some timely lats themselves, they might be able to help. So here comes this BTR. Let's see if they can get a shot on Tricky. Oh, and Tricky does see them through the window. Getting shots on. Down to about 70% life. And one rocket direct hit on Tricky from the top window. So beautiful job using that vehicle to kind of confuse and distract Tricky so the rocket gets a hit. And now he's going to fall back. So they're doing a great job getting these vehicles out when they need to. You can see here Defender Actual to the north. I saw Hitman Actual actually save respawn and a couple guys suiciding. So instead of doing the 5, 7, 8 minute walk where waiting for a vehicle, they're suiciding and going to get their spawn back up to the north here. So Hitman Actual moving that vehicle, that striker around. Looks like he was trying to maybe move up here to view that vehicle. So a couple of rockets coming in. He's getting engaged from the warehouse. Definitely hightailing it out of there. Oh, he might actually be stopping here. So using this hill crest, he's got a beautiful sight line. All the way. Takes another rocket right in the face. Defender Actual definitely going to have to get out of there now. That thing can take a lot of hits, but he can't afford to lose that. Army of 9 already down in the tickets at 3:05 to 4:30. Swinging back to the north. What they need to be able to do, though, is get a repair station down here. If they can get something to get these vehicles, keep them in play without having to go back to their main, that would be the best thing for them. You can see here their radio right in the open. Trying to take a quick look if they have a hab. It looks like they do have a hab just inside this building. So Army of 9 controls the northeast point. You can see One Shot Theory still has a ton of guys down here in the southwest. Pole finally going down, so they only getting a couple guys. They really need to focus hard on just getting bodies into this building and clear it. If they can do that, One Shot Theory will be on the rebound. As we swing back over here, let's just make sure everything looks good over here. Central Novo. Army of 9 does fully still control this. They have some rallies. They have their radio still down. They have a scout on the road, so doing a great job here, keeping the scouts on the road. That's what they want to be doing. Maybe spread them out a little bit more, because we can see here One Shot Theory kind of just coordinating another push. They're using a strict strategy where they might have 2 full squads on defense, just kind of one squad pushing up on the attack. And right now, I mean, it's working. They have the ticket bleed. It's in their advantage. They're able to do this. But at one point, Army of 9 is going to have to take the aggressiveness straight to them at storage site and just try to put sheer numbers at them. So One Shot Theory got the same BTR squad pushing up. And you can see here, Army of 9 is definitely now starting to throw the bodies at storage site. They know that they have One Shot Theory completely inside this building. It's just a matter of getting in there. The hard part here, though, is all of these entrances are completely wide open. You can see here, let's get a nice little view. So all of these windows have beautiful coverage of the entire area here. So Harbinger coming around to the north can be seen. You've got sight lines off to the east. There's just openness everywhere. So this is why a lot of these teams jump in there. You can hear that BTR's doing work down here. Just popping out, taking some shots, clearing the road. You can see that sight line. As Army of 9 is looking to move. And a rocket coming in, scaring him a little bit more here. So all these alleyways, One Shot Theory doing a great job of just controlling this. So here come the smokes. The interesting thing is once those smokes come up, if I'm that BTR, I'm going to be peppering this non-stop here. Oh, and a grenade taking down Flecktarn. That might have been friendly fire because I don't see any other troops in the area. I might have thought it was a smoke. The good news is, though, he's got a medic right next to him, so Hammer getting him up. This BTR actually coming out now to engage. Defender actually, you can see how far away he is with his vehicle. Taking some pepper shots. So after taking some direct fire rockets to the face here, Defender definitely stepping backwards a lot. Now just peppering the windows is what they do with those vehicles. Just peppering them. He's got some contacts here now engaging him. It's Hunk and Barth out to the west, and they're unloading on him. Defender Actual going down in a beautiful vehicle play. Hunk and Barth flanking him with that 30 mil. Didn't stand a chance at a third of his life, and down he goes. Tickets now 257 to 428 for One-Shot Theory with the advantage. So now they are controlling the vehicle play. As I look at the map, you can see no red around storage site. So now their vehicles control this, and this is exactly how Army of 9 was able to take back Central Novo, where they use their vehicles to clear out enemy vehicles and get the footmen on, but now they have the bodies, but they don't have the vehicles. And this problem is now they're trying to get across these wide open areas. So here come the smokes, coordinating it, doing a great job at using those. Rocket coming around the corner. Missed it by a couple feet. Another rocket coming in. Death Alley, all these rockets coming in from One-Shot Theory, making them hurt. They do survive. Spooky, the only one going down, but the rest of Army of 9 able to survive here. So right now, they're just trying to get as close as they can, and they're not doing a very good job at it right now. But they're surviving, but they need to be able to get onto that building. This is where you might want to start looking at using a vehicle to run up and drop it off. Army of 9 here was like Jack right in the danger zone. Got in through it downstairs. Got close to that window, but not going to be able to get in there. Yoki doing a great job holding that. So Jack able to sneak up here. I'm not sure if that was from the south or where he came in from. But right now he's a one-man army. You can see Barth and Hunk here still just riding around trying to look for some other vehicles to blow up. So all of One-Shot Theory has all of these windows completely engulfed. Salmon and Slavsky, these are the ones survivors of the missiles directly in their face. Looks like Salmon's going to try to get one of his own up there. Beautiful shot, takes down someone right in the top window here. Harkilla going down. And I hear that 30 getting engaged. Oh, they don't miss. Oh, they got him on the run here. Hunk and Barth. If Flecktarn and Harbinger can take him down here, this thing is gone, the 30 mil vehicle. I'm not sure if they're going to want to finish off or if they're going to roll out. Looks like they're trying to flank them right now. So these vehicles, they are on fire. This could be the death of them unless they can get to a repair station ASAP. So fire finally putting out just what they needed. That is going to survive to fight another day. But that vehicle, maybe that will buy some time here for Army of 9 to get the bodies they need a little bit closer. They've got some gunfire coming from the south by Tricky. So again, they're using extreme distances and those 20 times scopes to engage One-Shot Theory inside this building. And just look at how many bodies there are inside. That one rocket hits Salmon and Slavsky down. So these lads, they are coordinating these beautifully, taking them both down inside of the building. As we swing up here, looks like Diani clearing out Spooky and Doc, and more dead bodies to the north here. So One-Shot Theory has just been putting on a clinic how to control this southwest building. A couple double taps here on Flecktarn. Diani then taking down Actual, so just masterfully how they are pushing out when they need to push out to engage, but keeping at least 90% of their forces right inside this building. As you can see, this BTR is doing a great job at staying alive inside of that building, but they are controlling all the fields, line of sights if they can. As Hitman Actual here taking a couple shots, down goes Onax. Looks like Coma here hears the gunfire to the north, going to try to move up. Trying to estimate with a grenade. Not quite far enough on Hitman here. So Coma moving up, one-man army moving himself. Old Man Hatter about to come around the corner here. Gets shot at, he goes down from Kama. So Kama doing a great job pushing up by himself. One Shot Theory been doing a good job at this, using their man. And another one, Holt going down. So he's clearing out guys to the north. And again, One Shot Theory just masterfully controlling the battlefield here at Storage Site. And you can kind of see, it looks like to me that they haven't even tried to go back to Central Novo since the first attempt here. So Army of 9, though, they have to keep some guys honest and keep at least a squad here, it looks like, on defense. They have one vehicle within moving distance, and then, yeah, it looks like about a full squad just hanging here in the defensive. So right now, Army of 9 might be somewhat content with just trying to get these tickets as close as they can. 221, 381 for Russia. They can kind of keep those tickets as close as they can and kind of do the same thing that One Shot Theory is doing to them on the second round and try to get the ticket win. So you can see Army of 9 slowly still trying to move in here from the north. One Shot Theory doing a great job, though. Just they're pushing out, they're engaging them when they can.
À ton BTR, hein, j'ai mis à jour un BTR sur Central Novo, il est derrière une palissade, il nous a smat hard. Ok, bien pris. Avec le 30, on va y retourner, on va lui faire sa fête. Correct.
Oh, beautiful grenade. Alpax right over the top. This might get both of them. And it does. Beautiful grenade right up in the air by Alpax. I don't speak French there, but it looks like the squad leaders were saying, hey guys, we're kicking ass, let's keep going. That's going to be my translation. Spooky here, I was hoping he's a medic, but he's not able to know that here. So Alpax might be able to get some more kills here if he can just push around this wall. Might catch all of them off by surprise. 4 kills waiting right here for Alpax. Holt going down. Slavsky coming right around the corner, though. He goes down by Alpax. Alpax might have bit off a little more than he can chew. So he backs up, gets a reload on here. Doc and Old Man Hatter now. Squad lead. Old Man Hatter pushing around. Exchanging some bullets. He has to bandage up. Alpax doing some great work here, just keeping guys busy. Just one-man army here by One Shot Theory is just pushing up beautifully. And down goes Slavsky. Now Doc, the only one left. Oh no, that was Old Man Hatter. That was a squad lead. So Doc, the only one left. Defender Actual pushing him behind him. So Alpax doing a great job to the north as we swing back down here. Looks like Pull and Spooky slowly moving up themselves. Look at here comes his barrage of rockets just non-stop. So a beautiful rocket of his own by Pull taking down Frenchie up in the north. So he goes down up in the top story. Army of 9 now slowing around. Doc Hammer and Jack moving in from the west. And One Shot Theory, you can see all these men down here to the southwest doing a great job here. They just got more spread, more coverage as they anticipate more vehicles coming in from this way. So for One Shot Theory, beautiful job here on defense. This is almost textbook, using those lats to their advantage, even though they don't see enemies, using them to clear out corners. All the BTR pushing out here, so Cole and Spooky just using the coverage.
Est-ce qu'on boucherait pas l'entrée ou par là où on est venu? Non?
Army 9 has a big force now moving in from the southeast.
Sur marqueur Striker,
Striker
avance
et il a balancé une squad. They're spotting that One Shot Theory army kind of pushed out here. That is a Striker. So they're clearing out this force by One Shot that was kind of on the scout detail. They did get spotted. Palav going down. So more of these guys here just kind of prone behind trees, laying coverage down. But in the meantime, Army of 9 able to just push directly up. All those forces by Army of 9 to the north are keeping this building occupied long enough. Hitman Actual is right on top of it with about 4 other guys moving in from below him. So a grenade beautifully right in Falute's face here. Not sure if that was Tasty. Yep, definitely Tasty here. Tasty using that grenade launcher, and they clear out the corner with the vehicle help. So now Army of 9 beautifully pushing up on top of this point here. This is the first time One-Shot Theory has had a decent amount of just bodies coming at them that they're going to have to start focusing on all fronts. So Hitman can definitely probably hear that vehicle. There's another grenade goes in the top window, so a bunch of hurt guys up there. Oh, Hitman Actual across the vehicle. He can sneak in right behind it. Oh no, he's going to get one guy, but he goes down. The vehicle turns just in time. Swing around here, Flektarn and Harboring of Death. Oh, and Barth and Hunker back. Ooh, and a rocket just misses. That's going to be all here from that 30. This is not good. Flektarn and Harbinger out in the open, nowhere to go, and down they go. Barth and Hunk came in at the perfect time to help their boys out. Clearing them out. You can see them load and back up, so they might pick everyone up and bring them right back to the point, because this is getting hot and heavy right now. Army of 9 getting bodies, a lot of bodies in the south here, and they're pushing in as well. From the east, Jack with a rocket in the top window. Doc Hammer moving up. Slavsky to the north. Defender Actual to the north. So Army of 9, but they go down to a grenade. B-word! 92. The vehicle helping to clear out, and that vehicle, you can see it's on fire. So Army of 9 able to get some shots off. Just peppering these windows. Marmaduke going down. Javon, a medic here, able to get Clink back to full health. CB with a nade out the window. Hopefully that's a good nade. Not inside on top of it. Oh, he didn't get it. And another rocket coming in. So Army of 9 here got pushed up, pushed right on it. Got a little bit of pressure on him, but able to not really get much. They did get some damage on that vehicle. So that can definitely not take a lot more. Jack pushing in right behind him, though. Let's see if he goes with a pistol attack technique. That we saw earlier. Jack taking down the medic. So now they know someone's inside here. This repair station right here is what's helping this vehicle stay alive right now. So Jack, someone just saw him from the north, looks like Frenchie. So Jack able to spot here through the ceiling where that hab is located. Jack kind of just laying low right now. So the nice thing is Jack's able to kind of keep some of these guys busy. If they can get some pushing out here. That vehicle, though, is just fixated on this window. Engaging Jack, and Jack finally going down. There's One-Shot Theory pushing in there. So the rest of the Army of 9 guys are going to have to get in there eventually here. So to the north here, we can see Flektarn and Doc Hammer push right in the building with about another 4 or 5 guys ready to get up there if they can. They just need to be able to clear these windows. Salmon looks like he might have got a shot on that BTR. Oh, but then before he got another shot, Frenchie taking him out. So One-Shot Theory doing a great job here defending this building from all sides. There's only about 3 entrances in here. They're covering all of them beautifully well. And another lack coming in. Army of 9 going to have to back off because they don't want to all get caught here from one of those rockets. Doc trying to get up, maybe get Old Man Hatter, but he goes down right through the wall. That BTR using that beautiful bullets right through the wall to take Doc down. So here comes Slavsky trying to get a second attempt. Another rocket. This is just utter chaos right now from these rockets and grenades and everything else. So Marmaduke and Clink, the last remaining bodies here. You can see 4 one-shot guys right inside the window. As we look at the tickets real quick, 138 to 169. Look at what's going on. Clink taking frag down. Bandaging up, and now Marmaduke going to cover him while he's bandaging. Not to hear that bandage, that's when these guys want to push out. So Marmaduke, they have another small force pushing up along this wall. So Flektar and Holt, Sam and Jack pushing up. A lot of guys trying to just get close. Oneshot is doing a great job at protecting their house. Look at the map here. Looks like we have some action. Oh, and a grenade takes all 3 of them down. So that is beautiful. Just a beautiful clearing here. Oneshot doing work on their house as we swing over to Central Novo. Looks like Oneshot finally decided to start pushing up on Central Novo and put a little more pressure on him here. You can see they're moving in from the south, moving in slightly. A couple guys, while Coma just the only one moving in from the west. Decken here might have a shot, and he goes down. 1 shot from Coma. So Decken definitely able to let his guys know that they're moving in here. As Tricky using his 20 times optics should have some nice sight lines here. As long as he doesn't get caught looking the wrong way.
Ça réessaye sud, je crois, Keba. Sud, je crois.
As we see Barth and Hunk, these 30mm Death Squad moving in. Moving west to east on the road here. Probably just trying to take a gander to see if they can find it when a rocket comes in from the roof. Just missed. Kind of hit it with a little bit with a splash damage. As they're on fire, they might not get another one off, though, with this tree line. So they're going to head back to base. So Oneshot definitely playing it safely here with these vehicles. They're not trying to lose any more than they need to.
Je crois que c'est ça, le 10.
Onyx inside the capture point with a couple of his friends just outside of it to the south. Sexy Pappy, Esben, and Coma pushing in. Tricky, though, wants to get some kills. He's itching right now, moving this striker a little bit closer. Shutting her down, maybe moving a little bit closer on the hill here. He's got to shut that engine off. That's what he needs to do, so if any of these guys get close enough, they're not going to hear him. Let's try to get back up to the action here at Storage, see if anything's going on. You can still see the concentration of blue all over this building. Alpac's actually pushing outside of it beautifully. So again, they're using these single-man squads to kind of flank. They kind of get very content with just kind of sitting tight. They don't see them after a little bit, then pushing up. So it kind of lets them, kind of like your rope-a-dope type move. Kind of let them in, think you're doing all right, and then Alpac's currently just kind of on a beautiful little flank mission here. So he could kind of come up right behind some of these guys just to his north. Doc Hammer, Javon, Holt, and Jack right along this wall. So more grenades going into that top window. Army of 9 just trying to do anything they can to clear out some of these guys that are all over the place. Frag taking some shots at Doc Hammer. Jack taking some shots back at him. Jack going down from Frag. That height advantage is just not good when you got those options. So here's Alpax. I wanted to see where he was going. He went for a beautiful wide flank. And he does have an optic, so he's going to be in a great spot here to help clear this wall out. Let's see if he can get a shot on Flektarn and Javon, or Holt and Javon. He didn't even see them along. They might have been in the bush. They're still up, and Alpax will be flanking out here, so let's head back here. He's not going to be able to engage. So Hitman Actual moving in from the Slatsky to the north, and here come those Lats again, controlling these walls. Inside of the vehicle says, "This is my." Oh, no, it's not a vehicle. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful there, controlling that field, and the nice thing is he's got a complete sight line over here in these boxes, so they are just doing beautifully at defending this flag. Let's see if we can swing back over to here to see if that Central Novo, how that might be going now. 102 to 356, so a lot more of a very intense match here going on just past the 50-minute mark. So it looks like Army of 9 not able to fully clear out here the small group.
possibilité de hab, parce que j'ai vu du monde pop.
So Nismao and Coma still able to push up here. They're slowly just kind of doing what they do, just pushing in, causing chaos, keeping them honest back here. Red player just to his north. I'm not sure if he hears him at all. So red player right behind Coma does not see him, and Coma doesn't see him. Oh, he does see him now, and red player going down. First 2 shots from Coma takes him down, so beautiful job there. Again, not enough forces there to fully be capturing. Well, actually, yep, not enough yet, because Ghost is in the cap point holding that flag. So Army of 9 going to have to get some more guys here as long as they don't. And Ghost goes down. So let's take a look real quick. It is capturing. It's one-shot theory is capturing, so Army of 9 is going to have to get some bodies in this red area, which they finally do. Finkenbein able to get in there, so that'll stall it a little bit more. Taking some shots, and Coma goes down. Finkenbein taking him out beautifully. So now they don't have the bodies to capture, so let's swing back up the storage site here as they probably will get a couple more guys down here. You can see United States Army defending Central Novo officially. So as we swing back up here, man, this just sea of blue. It's just amazing how well One Shot Theory is doing at controlling this. And here's their vehicle right out in the open again. And these rockets, anytime they can get close, they're using these rockets to fully engage.
Sur left Apex. Ouais, je sais.
So they are just beautifully pushing up. One rocket. Blackeye gets another rocket. Uh-oh, here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. Army of 9 can work together. Oh, and he just misses, but he does get a hit on Pole. Beautiful shot by Pole. Takes him down. Vehicle going down. And Army of 9, this might be the front they needed to get into that building as they got a little cocky here. The whole match, Malachi has been up on that vehicle. Not taking much damage as a rocket, another rocket. I want to know how many rocket kills they have here. Another rocket coming into this window, taking down Holt. But beautiful job using those coordinated lat kits to take down the vehicle. But the funny thing is, here's Hunk and Barth with their other vehicle on the standby. Now it's 78 to 332, so this is what Army of 9 needs to be doing here. If they can somehow clear this out or get some more vehicle kills, get this ticket count as high as they close as they can as this window. Hawks and Nepsis going down from a grenade. So they're getting the kills they need. They just need to get the push and get the bodies. You can see a lot less bodies now by One Shot Theory. So you can hear this vehicle swinging behind me. Hunk and Barth using that 30 mil. So Army of 9 kind of has not been worrying about their vehicles too much. They've been really defensive now after they were really aggressive early on. So Army of 9 content with just getting some kills right now, but they're going to need to start pushing and try to get as close as they can. Cole using his sound trying to shoot through the wall, but that won't penetrate. Alpax on the flank to the north. Pole's probably going to go try to engage him here. This 30 mil just kind of peeking in. Well, that's not a 30 mil, that's the other one again. So another BTR coming in a replacement. And just like that, they replace one damage one with the new one, and they've got their defense back inside.
Pour Malakai, j'ai ramené B5.
Swing out to the way in the sky here. You can get a good glimpse of Army of 9 and what they're choosing to do and moving up. Army of 9 in the red, One Shot Theory in the blue. If we had a heat signature for One Shot Theory, you would only see them in that building with a sporadic movement out. That's what they've been doing this whole match, and they've been doing it very well. As Alpax and Pole might finally get engaged here.
Radio entre les deux silos sur storage. Entre les deux silos.
Pole just playing the silent game here, get that back. So great job by Pole. Wait just long enough, be patient, you can get him. And Hitman Actual, one more body. As he these snipers, man. I don't know if it's because of the helmet. They got the extra little coverage on the helmet. They're sneaking up, but they're the only ones I've really seen. Maybe 1 or 2 other guys get close, but these snipers, there's been about 3 or 4 of them that have gotten up for Army of 9. So you can see Diani here trying to maybe get some smokes out to cover that window where Army of 9 has just been doing work on them. So here they go, another little scout running out.
On est en train de péter leur fob.
Army of 9 using their own smokes to come out. Oh, and hitting an actual Pretoria push to the north. That vehicle starting to pepper that window. You can see Russia defending the storage site, so Army of 9 was getting bodies on it. Now 56 and 17. Oh, and a grenade going off. That's not good. And you can see more peppering of that vehicle, so they are just using this mounted machine gun nest to just lay into that entire fleet. You can see what he's looking at. There's a whole lot of nothing.
Et ouais, ils vont essayer de faire une rentrée là. J'en ai vu beaucoup passer en Est. À mon avis, ils vont essayer là. C'est de la suppression pour un assaut. Ok.
Salut, y'a un qui peut me dire où ça chauffe là sur storage?
Côté nord,
Push up at all. As you can see, nothing else really going on here. They're not able to get as close as they want to. As we swing back up to the north here, it looks like Barth, that 30 mil. And they took down the radio by themselves. There was a radio right in the middle here for Army of 9, and they pushed in with them, just the 2 of them, pushed in with that vehicle, got some kills, dug up the fob, and now you're down to 28 tickets. So beautiful job here by Hunk and Barth, and this is one of the advantages to why you want to have 2 guys in these vehicles. I know it's attractive to only have 1 guy tied up in it, but they're doing a great job communicating, pushing up, calling out vehicles, helping out, digging up that fob, and that might spell the end here for Army of 9, as that's a consistent spawn that they're losing. Looks like they got one immediately right back up here to the north. I don't see a hab though, so they will have to build another one of those. So a lot going down that vehicle, wrecking here. Salmon. Vehicle.
Après avec un des véhicules qui revient c'est trop loin pour mes AT, il meurt.
Hawks
mes
does
AT
not
meurent.
see him though. Cole might have a beautiful shot here if he can get that lat kit out. Oh, I'm not sure if he sees him though behind that tree. He does take Neil out.
Viewer, tu peux dire à Alpax que j'ai la hab en visu mais que je vais le rejoindre sur feu pour couvrir.
I think that tree is cutting in his line of sight. He doesn't know that vehicle's there. He's got a beautiful shot at it though. Malachi has no idea that he's here with that lat kit. Coma, he's trying to get a couple shots on him, but he's not able to. He gets 1 shot on Coma. He's going to have to bandage now. So One Shot Theory just pushing out here, just doing a great job what they've been doing all match, pushing out to engage Army of 9 in the open. And down goes Pole from the north here. As we swing over here to Flecktarn. He's been solo strikering it pretty much the whole match. He's been and a rocket just misses him. 15 tickets here that he's taken down another member of One Shot Theory here in the corner window. Harkila going down. Look at One Shot doing these. This is what they've been doing. The medics everywhere. Not one guy is going to give up unless he needs to. So they're using the medics. They're using their troops to reinforce here. One Shot Theory just literally, this is almost textbook of how to control this storage site here. If you can get inside this southwest building, you can cover almost every line of sight coming into you. An Army of 9, you can see since they lost that spawn to the north, not as many bodies here anymore. That's enabling people like Pretoria and Coma to push up and try to clear out these buildings. So Pretoria knows there's some bodies down this alleyway. A lot of bodies. Trying to look across the way here. just about to peek. Takes one member out. Comes the push by Praetoria. Holt gonna peek him though. Holt taking him out. So he almost got close enough to take that rally out, but not quite. Down to 10 tickets now, 305. So they call out. There's more guys in that building, and here come the Rockets again. Now they're just gonna pepper that window. So one-shot theory. Just beautiful job here when they have one guy go down, calling out that enemy position. They start hammering it with everything. Hammer it with 50, hammer it with 30, hammer it with a lat. So here they're calling out contacts. Tacoma here, who's now pushing that building from behind. If he can catch them here, Army of 9 getting each other up inside there. 2 tickets left. So the race is on Coma here to try to see if he can get a bunch of kills here to end it. No one watching the stairs, so Coma might be able to come right up in their house. Takes one out. Doc Hammer with a beautiful reaction, taking Coma out. Beautiful job. Defense, but now we're down to 1 ticket, and there's the final 273-0. You can see 155 kills for one shot, 88 for Army of 9.
0-0, bravo.
One of my favorite ones to look at too here is teammates revived. Army of 9 had 37, where you see 62 for one-shot theory, almost double the amount of reses. So you can see here, Neps is doing work as a medic. A lot of these guys not having a lot of kills because they're just focusing on defending that flag. So this is a beautiful job at defense on storage site. As it looks like we might have a small break here leading into round number 2, where they will switch sides. Just remarkable job by One Shot Theory. I mean, you could tell about halfway through the match they decided they're just going to go all in on storage site, strictly defense, and that's what they did, and they did it beautifully. Army of 9, just whatever they tried, they just could not get up to that building to engage them. They'd get some bodies up there, and One Shot Theory would just clear them out, and you could see they had the 50 cal to the north. They had the vehicle inside there at all times. They had vehicles flying around the outside. You definitely didn't see vehicles be as crazy as it was in some of the other matches where we lost so many of them, but they definitely did come into effect pretty strongly. So we're going to get the map changed a couple times here, get it set up for the teams to be on the right side, and then a couple-minute break. Thanks everyone for joining me here today. I believe we had a slightly earlier match, about a half hour before this one started. I don't think we had any streamers on that, but Running Duck and I have been trying to do the best we can to bring in all this action, all these different matches to you for International Squad Knockout Tournament. It's at internationalsquad.com. Kudu and some of the other gentlemen like Pliskin and stuff from White Fox have been doing a great job at setting all this up, getting everyone coordinated, set up, making sure everyone's on the correct teams, making sure we have servers to go to. So thank you to everyone that's been donating their servers, their time for a couple hours to allow everyone to get these matches in. We've had some great matches so far, and I think we only have maybe 2-3 more matches to go, and then that's the all for the first round in Yehirovka. So again, we're going to take a couple-minute break here to get guys. That was definitely a long match. I believe when it was all said and done, it was about an hour and 10 minutes, so they were definitely just waiting, playing the long game here. So it's going to have to come down to 274 tickets, I believe it was, is what Army of 9 is going to have to win by in order to get a W here in the first round. So it's nice seeing these new clans starting in, getting in the action, enjoying these types of games. this is one of the main reasons why I think the competitive market, especially for a game like this, you know, a lot of people might say, oh, there's no way there can be a competitive market in this game. That's silly. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. We got bodies in here. This is two full single clans playing in this. This is 24 people from one clan, engaging here, and this is the things that make games like this more entertaining. You can play a game kind of casually, but then you come into a competitive world like this, takes you into a whole new environment, gets your blood pumping, gets you sweating, and that's what we love seeing, especially with games like this in Squad, where it's so well designed, the sound is on point, it's entertaining to play. The competitive market is nowhere to go but up. Let's see if we can get back an army of 9s here for the second round so we can hear some of their squad comms. Find someone for some ground action. Hello! Interesting technique. So again, we got a couple minutes here. Looks like we got about a minute and a half, 2 minutes here before the second round's about to get underway. 247 tickets is going to be what the difference of Army of 9 is going to need to get in order to pull out a W here. One-shot theory, beautifully job done on storage site. Yehirovka ASV1 in the first round. So they're going to want to kind of just duplicate exactly what they just did. Un minuto. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Yay. How was that first round for you guys?
Really it was interesting to say the least. I disconnected twice in the middle of the game.
Yeah, these things will happen.
Definitely.
A lot of death. That's a lot of death in that first round.
Oh, really?
Alright guys, I'm gonna go back in the sky, but good luck the second half.
Hey man, you have a good one, thanks.
So bringing you some of that exclusive stuff right directly from the players involved here. And we're about to get the map switched. Get your round number 2 International Squad Knockout Tournament Army of 9 One-Shot Theory. Both baby clans in the sense of things in the squad world, but definitely bringing some great action to everything we saw. I mean, there's rockets all over the place from One-Shot Theory, beautiful emplacements, defenses. Army of 9 doing a great job at retaking their defensive flag, reacting to everything. So it'll be interesting to see if they do anything differently here. The one thing they did not do was they didn't do a super fast rush to the second flag of Petrivka. So let's see if One-Shot Theory decides to do that, or if they're going to go the same thing, go all into that same building on storage site. So it could be interesting here to see what style they decide to go with. We'll get you in a squad lead channel here as soon as they get all theirs created. We can kind of see what Army of 9 does as far as their squads, if they like having 3 big squads, if they like having the smaller squads for more spawns. Looks like they're foregoing that and going with the 3, so a 3-on-3 squad-wise for both sides. Either they're using a third party communicating, or they know what they got to do here, because there's no talking going on right now. But it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do. So they are at 2 guys short here on a full squad for one-shot theory. They're going to want to definitely just hit the storage site. You can see there's a red mark. Hit it. That's where they're going. The same thing.
I need to take the back BTR.
Roger.
Just finalizing the vehicle callouts here. We'll swing you back up to them to see how fast they get out of their main. That's going to be a big indicator of who's going to get this match, is who can get to the storage site first and dig in. You can saw one-shot theory to that very beautifully in the first round. So here we are. Look at that, they already got 1 BTR flying out of main.
Watch out for rocks up here.
Yeah, I know.
So you can see on the map there in this far bottom of it just how beautifully one-shot theory is rolling out with all their vehicles together. That's just a beautiful thing to see. As long as you're on that side. If you're on the other side and you run into that, that's going to be scary.
Can you not get that Logi out of there in time?
I told the Logi to wait back a bit.
Gotcha.
Ready to fuck.
So here's the thing, I'm just going to swing back over here, but you can see one-shot theory. If you get out of main fast enough and hit that road, they have a faster path directly to South Petrivka than the Russians do to getting there. So you can see them flying up here. Getting right onto the point with an open top Humvee. Getting it right in. They'll get a spawn down, I'm sure. Flute pushing to the north as squad lead. So a beautiful job here. They get a rally down. The vehicle swings up to the north to get to the road, but to the south here you can see Army of 9 coming in. And more vehicles rolling in, so one-shot theory definitely going very heavy here on the rush. And the striker, they're using the striker. Taking fire. BTR almost got this thing down, but they're out of ammo. The BTR getting disengaged in them, but Tricky going down from the open top Humvee. And there's your first major casualty for Army of 9. Hawks with the kill. And here's One Shot Theory, like I said before in the first game, doing very cautious on their vehicles.
Support. They got 2 strikers in on South Petrovka.
We just got fucked on stove storage.
So you can hear there Clink using his words, saying they just got rolled on the south side of storage. So let's swing back down there and see how One Shot Theory has decided to play this round. Probably much of the same, I'd have to guess. Army of 9 in the north here. One Shot Theory does have people inside that building. Looks like they're disengaging slightly southwest. Coma kind of in that building. I wonder if... Oh, and another vehicle was lost here by a random bullet in Finkenbein. You can see there another flaming vehicle from One Shot. So 2 vehicles gone. Takes them down to 459 tickets to 499. So Army of 9 right now, not able to get their second flag.
They're in that fucking warehouse south.
And you can see the radio here. And Clink calling it out. They're in this building to the south. So let's swing back up here where we're going to see a lot of the action at South Petrivka. Army of 9 is going to need as many bodies as they can here to help clear out One Shot. So Army of 9 moving in from the south. They have a radio down for now. Just trying to push to the north, but One Shot has so many bodies everywhere here. You can see Yoki and Biwir pushing up.
They're gonna put a hab down in that south building where they were last game. I didn't get in. The fucking BTR wouldn't fit. I don't know what happened. I've done it 100 times.
Captain Biwir coming right around the wall here. You can see this hab being dug up by Doc. Nade coming in, takes out Old Man and Red. Doc the only survivor. Another nade comes out, I believe, by Biwir. Doc is trying to get Red player up. Yoki pushing right in, though. Doc better get his gun out. And he does not, and he goes down. Clear here by Yoki and Biwir. And that leaves only Spooky and Defender here, and they're going to get peppered by that 50.
Watch the stairs.
So here they are inside here, guarding the fob. They're the lone survivors here for sorry, Pole off to the north, taking down Nepsis. And he's pushing in. If he gets close enough to that rally, that could really hurt. Pole just needs to push into that building, though.
Roger, Hart, maybe get your guys to pull back in that striker.
Just a couple more feet here and some more meters, and that rally will go down. There it is. Got the rally, so that's a big win for Pole, getting out the forces in the north. And now he hears all these bullets flying. So I think Neil was pushing in, so Pole does a beautiful job. Whether he dies or not, he got the rally out. And a rocket comes right in on cue. Takes out Pole. And hopefully Frenchie doesn't get hit by it. And he does. Frenchie going down. Good news is, though, the medic is still up, so we can get him up. Army of 9 here, still trying to defend that radio. Still getting peppered. Spooker and Defender actual.
Watch the stairs. Just don't look through the window.
Yoki, Frag, and Dione pushing up on it.
I'll go right here.
Radio downstairs. Frag checking through a window. Dione pushing inside. Yoki right behind him.
Mark accurate South Petrovka.
So here they heard some gunshots upstairs, so they're going to know they're there. Here comes the digging. So beautiful job here. Oh, Spooky coming from behind. Dione will rolling right up on actual. So a beautiful clear here. They push Army of 9 directly off South Petrivka.
Accurate at South Petrivka. They're approximate. They are approximate. We have vehicles, 2 strikers in the location, and a Hummer.
So Army of 9 has bodies here, but the problem for them is all they can do right now is slow down One Shot. But they're going to need to get that second point, because without that, they're not going to be able to cap anything. And One Shot is doing a beautiful little job. This is kind of just dropping off some guys here. They're going to get us probably a rally down. It's the squad leads right here. But Army of 9, they don't know. They're just on the other side of the wall. So he might try to put a rally down. Within 50 meters, he won't be able to. So Pallav pushing to the roof. Espen right behind him. Doing a quick little peek. Doesn't see anyone out there.
Alright, more accurate marks up for vehicle.
And as you can hear from Army of 9, a lot of confusion up there as far as the north. They haven't had the bodies to be able to call out those vehicles. Espen getting taken down by Finkenbein, but not before Javon goes down. Stone Marmaduke here, if he pushes out, might have an easy kill on Pallav. Oh, Marmaduke gets spotted. He takes a shot. That bullet won't penetrate that wall, but he got a little pissed off. He got shot. As we'll try to swing back up here and see how Oneshot's doing at holding out on top of South Petrivka. If you don't get out of the gate and get to that point fast, that's what can happen. So Oneshot, they can see the vehicle way to the north. Pole might have a lat kit. That's an open, that's a striker. He does get the 2 shots on it. So now it's on fire. Diesel abandoning it, trying to help clear this out if he can.
Somebody let Deccan know that I can't get a fob down and just got dug up.
So Diesel will help try to clear it out. That would have been beautiful if Cole could have got the kill.
Enemy diesel is on the move. It's on fire.
But now Diesel saving those tickets, gonna roll that out of here, narrowly avoiding the trees.
Deccan, supply the fob here. Oh, wrong thing.
Did that 30 mic there?
Doc just can't get anywhere right now. They can't get bodies near these points. Oneshot has just been doing a great job. When they get in somewhere, they are defending it beautifully. And you can see about 1 full squad by Army of 9 trying to engage another full squad and vehicles by Oneshot. So Army of 9, this looks like it's going to be a long game right now as we're trying to wait to see. You can see some scouts harboring of death up on the wall. Hitman Actual up here on top of the silo. So they've got bodies all over the place. The only advantage this time, though, to the first round is Oneshot isn't really worried about getting the bodies on here right now because they have control of the second flag for Army of 9. So they're content with just rolling up with at least 1 squad, while Army of 9 has about 3. Well, 2 squads, 2 full squads. See here, Army of 9 Clink moving in from the south. Javon a little bit behind him. You can push around there, might have some optics. Right on Espan. There's a shot at Nimzau. Espan going down. Nimzmau. Oh, he gets Clink. Clink going down. It's now Javon, the only one on the flank here. Kind of engulfing, entrenching Oneshot. So the nice thing, though, is the medic was Nimzmau. He is still up, able to bandage himself, going to heal himself, and Sexy Pappy. As now Marmaduke pushing up. Marmaduke going down to Sexy Pappy. So Army of 9 not getting the kills they need to right now to kind of clear out this compound. They can get a couple of these shots to hit. Javon is a medic. This is beautiful. Going to get Clink up. Get some more bodies in here. Finkenbein just to the north. You can see him through that window. Takes down Sexy Pappy. All that's left is the medic. Sounds like a rocket here. Looks like a random bullet. Getting a shot on this striker. Another one incoming. Another beautiful hit right in the face of Maui. You can see there those things can take a ton of hits, though. He's just under half-life, and now he's going to have to roll out of there if he wants that thing to survive. Another rocket just misses, though. Not good. If that one would have hit, he really would have been in a world of hurt. Hopefully that fire gets put out. You can see, though, Army of 9 controlling storage site. A lot of dead bodies here for everyone else. It's like One-Shot Theory just tried to push in from the north with their own vehicle. That was Hunk and Barth. So for some reason got out of the vehicle, and now they have a striker in their own possession. So the question becomes, do you blow it up for the tickets?
It's empty.
Or do you leave it?
That fucker hostage. Roger.
And you can hear it right there, Clink saying, we're holding this baby hostage. Because now that's one less thing that's not going to be able to spawn. So that's the one less vehicle they're going to have to worry about. As we swing back up north, and wow, look at this. This is, wow. One-Shot Theory has almost probably 2 squads now up here just trying to engage.
What's it looking like up there? How do you need help?
Yeah, I need fucking help. They've got South Yehirovka covered. I took 2 strikers and a Humvee. At least 1, if not 2 squads.
So you can see, you can hear from that squad comms, they definitely need to get some more bodies up here.
I'm also down to 6 guys. I'm missing 2.
Where's Pack?
Fuck if I know. I don't think he ever got in. It kept booting him out.
So One-Shot having bodies up here to the north. So they have a BTR for Army of 9. Just trying to help use it any way they can to help clear these guys out. But you can see guys like Alpax just hiding right behind a tree. Just waiting. They know where the vehicle's at. They're not peeking it. He does have a lat kit. I'm not sure if he already used them, but he has a lat kit. And you can see Harbinger of Death up here with a vehicle coming down the main road. So they're using these vehicles to help just clear out anything they can at this point. Oh, Alpax, I can see him moving. Oh, the problem is he gets spotted. So he's really going to have to use that tree for cover. Oh, and down he goes. Shot in the ankle. His Achilles heel. Down he goes. That believes Pretoria is the last one alive up here to the north.
Yeah, I'm at a dead stop.
I'm on the way.
1 rocket on Doc and Defender. Alexi Blade. Here comes a chaotic runaway fire. Not fully running away here, as close as they are to Maine. You'd want to get a repair station down so you can try to get these vehicles back in the fight at full health as quickly as possible. I don't know how close you're going to want to get here as Harbinger. There's 1 rocket. Alpax going down. So Harbinger getting the kill he wants to get. Definitely gets the lat guy. One-Shot has guys in all these buildings that are all around. They've got guys to the west, north, east, south. The entire area is covered here. And this field is getting murdered right now. They can't get across it, so Harbinger trying to use his vehicle to help him out. So Harbinger has used that vehicle to roll right up here to cover his guys. Another disadvantage, though, is him driving. He can't spot these guys that are right in front of him. If you have someone on the guns, you can have that driving. That's a very narrow window. The driver has a much wider range of shooting. He can see a lot more. He rolled right by 3 guys. That takes down Diani. And you can see now he's just peppering frag. Not quite sure where he was. See a lot more Army of 9 guys moving in from the north. Oh, not quite close enough to get that rally. Doesn't see Beware up on top of the house. Just imagine Beware right there. Just you can't see him through these trees. So Harbinger's swinging back around. I heard another 50, so that might be the other vehicle.
Anna, you got any idea where that vehicle's operating now?
There it is, and he's engaging Harbinger.
Yeah, he's out to me.
Oh, and he didn't reload. He didn't reload before he switched, and the 50 cal going down. Again, these vehicles, that's why you gotta have 2 people inside these vehicles. It took him about an extra 3 or 4 seconds to switch seats and line up his shot, and that could be the difference between that 50 cal winning that battle over that BTR. As we can see Finkenbein pushing in here, Pole and Doc pushing in from the north. So they're able to clear out one of the rallies to the north, which is a good thing. Not sure how these guys in the middle of the road are lasting so long. So you can see a radio up here as well. So Oneshot definitely going all in. Oh, and the U.S. did capture storage, and now they've captured South Petrivka, and this is a huge problem now for the Russians. You can see 336 tickets. 399 as another vehicle goes down. Looks like Flektarn won a battle over here. But then Flektarn going down to another, oh my goodness, almost 100 tickets in a matter of vehicles. You can see the Striker, so he took down Hawks down here, but the Striker wins. So the open top goes down, the Striker wins, Flektarn going down. So 2 BTRs gone in a matter of 2 minutes here for Army of 9. And with them officially losing storage site, it was almost an instant cap here on South Petrivka. So Oneshot, that push, that aggressive push, as soon as Army of 9 brought more bodies over here, they were able to cap storage site, and now Army of 9 really got the focus before Oneshot can flank all the rest of their guys back. Oneshot, look at great job here. Across the street, full team. They love using these rockets to just pepper an area, and a grenade comes out and takes out 3. Pole and Doc just go down, and all of them are cleared to the north, and they have been on point with their explosives in this match. Oneshot has been beautifully throwing their grenades and their lats to use them aggressively on infantry. And that's where you got to just stay spread out here. So Onyx bringing a Logi run in here to the north. So he dumps that out. So now this is more reinforced. See if we can zoom in here, find their hab. So you see Marmaduke and Javon here. They don't know there's a full squad of Oneshot to their north. Somehow survives a grenade to the face. Ghost pushing up using this BTR coverage with 2 bodies right on the other side. Oh, he would have right-clicked and not left-click. I don't know how. Oh, Alexi knows he's right there, and here comes Alexi right from behind. Down goes Ghost. Javon getting pushed by CL Pass right here. Takes down Javon. Marmaduke's pushing to further to the south. Says, I'm out. I'm out of here. So Oneshot still doing a great job at controlling every point that they've had. They've defended. They've been doing a great job at holding it. Army of 9 not able to get up here. You can see, again, these individual units. Diesel out to the north. Pretoria out to the north. These guys know how to play well on their own, and they're just getting enough kills here and there to keep Army of 9 guessing. Tricky's right up on top of him. Oh, and he can't finish him. Now he finally finishes him. Pretoria goes down. So you got Diesel, Neil up to the north here. Just trying to defend this rally. Spot troops with a scout. Just using those optics. We'll take a quick look here, and it looks like there are some guys moving on Northwest Petrivka. So Oneshot going all in here. Bringing a Logi truck directly into Northwest Petrivka. Oh no, it was a troop transport, not a Logi. So it was a Logi, but I think it was empty. So they'll probably just try to get in here, cause a little chaos, see if Army of 9 now is going to have to split more guys between this and the other one. They're going to be able to get down a rally inside of Northwest Petrivka. Let's see how Army of 9 is doing still on south, though. Not able to get in here. You can see a rally in the middle of this field using this blown up vehicle as coverage. As we'll do the far up cam so you can kind of see how well spread out Oneshot is. You can see in the red here, they've got guys all over the place. 4 guys to the north, 3 guys to the east. They've got 4 guys to the west and the south, just covering everything beautifully. So we'll swing back down into the action here. Red player going down. Defender Actual pushing with Bewer, Yorkie right next to him, and Neil as well. Defender Actual getting rushed by Bewer, and down he goes. So Army of 9 losing all of their forces to the north. Finkenbein going down by Diani. He takes a rocket right behind him, somehow survives the blast radius, and out comes a smoke grenade, actually. I was hoping that would be a frag. You'd see another 3 or 4 kill frag on top of Army of 9. So see Alpax pushing from the north, clears out a couple, gets another shot. Javon and Clint go down. Ghost just frantically spraying there as Random Bullet now rushing. So they're not sitting in a good spot right now, right? Caught in the open in that rally. As we swing back up here, it looks like Army of 9 able to successfully clear out Oneshot's small little group rush they did on Northwest Petrivka. So just clearing that area, verifying that everyone's dead. Swing back over here to South Petrivka.
Alright guys, we gotta be talking. What we're gonna need to do is get a second front open. We need to get another hab and another fucking radio up running on a different position, preferably down towards South Petrivka.
Roger, I'll get it up.
Okay, make it happen.
Rocket beautifully on Hawks here. If they can get this here, this would be a beautiful thing. He wants it. He wants it bad. Oh, but he's so into that rocket that he doesn't see Alexi and Nepsis. So he gets a one shot here. If they have a vehicle repair station, that. Frag just making sure that he's dead. So he unloads an entire bullet there. And Ghost, the only remaining Army of 9 right in the vicinity of South Petrivka. Everyone else is nowhere to be found here. Moving to the point you could hear in the squad lead comms a little bit ago. They need to start moving around these vehicles and get another fob up so you can see these vehicles coming out of their main. see if they're going to get some sort of marking on the map of where they're going to try to get this fob, but it definitely looks like they're going to try to put it somewhere off to the east. But you can just see Oneshot right now. They don't have any scouts off to the east, but they definitely still have a lot of bodies on top of South Petrivka, and they're content right now just holding that, because if you look at tickets, 385, 196, barring something drastically different, crazy happening here, they're going to win the ticket battle and win this first round matchup. So Army of 9, they got to stay aggressive here, and that's what they're doing.
We have
Trying
an
to get
enemy
this
vehicle on the south side road, so be careful coming in.
One thing to note, though, is this rally over here by Oneshot, as soon as this disappears, that's a tall tale sign to them to know that enemies are in the area. You'll see a lot of times clans will put this down strictly as a bumper, so that as soon as that disappears, they know they have enemies to their east. So they're going to have a good idea that they're coming as soon as that disappears. So Army of 9 getting the fob down across the road. Hopefully they move that vehicle, because that's going to be a dead giveaway. Clink, Marmaduke pushing up. They got a BTR rolling in Finkenbein. Right next to his dead one. So this is their chance. This is a good front to get in. There's a lot of coverage off to the east, and only a couple guys. Plus that fob is right there by first. So if they can get in there, they can cover it pretty well. And you can see the striker down here by Hawks completely trying to cover this southern road. He's getting peppered. Finkenbein does see him. I'm not sure if Hawks exactly knows where he's at. A little less than half life now. He's going to be able to escape as long as he can finagle his way out of here. I think he was hoping to jump that there. So magically here, Army of 9 narrowly avoids that rally right in the middle of these trees. And they build a hab right next to it here. So here we go. They're starting to push in strong here. Flute takes a rocket, but not before he takes down Deccan. So Neil gets up. So they're able to dig it from the outside. That's going to force Flute and Neil to jump out. Oh, and Flute able to take him down. So the triple dig, and they get the hab duck down. He gets a gun out. Oh, he does get Flute. So Flute going down. Marmaduke just in the nick of time, able to get his gun out, and now he's on coverage. Neil throwing a nade out, but doesn't quite make it where he needs to. Oh, the striker comes and clears him out to the north. But Finkenstein says, this is for the boy! Fire on fire, man versus man, machine versus machine. And Hawks goes down, Finkenbein getting his. And you can see Oneshot rushing this side now as bodies inbound. They're going to try to get that hab back up. That's their lone spawn over here, minus a couple of rallies. So you can see Nepsis getting that dug back up, and you can probably imagine there's going to be a lot of guys popping in on this as soon as it's able to be built. Look at this, 4, 5, 7 guys within the vicinity. Nepsis going down. And here's their other striker to the north. Now 117 to 356. So Maui coming in helping the clear. So that was the chance for Army of 9. They did a beautiful push there, took out the vehicle, took out the hab for a minute, but they just didn't quite have the numbers to get around as random bullet gets down right outside of his hab. Oh, then Deccan goes down, a grenade launcher right on top of him. Defender actual down, Clink, Finkenbein trying to push now. Using those smokes to try to get close. Finkenbein goes down to a grenade. A rocket just for good measure.
What was that?
Enemy striker watching Hab.
So another rocket coming in. One shot, loving these lats on top of these bodies.
I said enemy, man.
And a grenade launcher takes down Clink. These grenades have been on point. Doesn't matter if it's a grenade launcher, if it's a regular grenade, or if it's a lat. All of these explosives. As you can see, Maui now repairing that striker at this repair station.
Lose in Northwest Drifting, boys.
So the good news, though, I guess here.
Yeah, why do you think
Northwest
you were able to get
Petrivka,
in? They started
because
spawning
all
up.
these bodies in Army of 9 have been so focused on Southwest Petrivka, Northwest, the fast cap, is now being taken.
You're starting to cap because they're up here.
As you can hear that. Comms right away there. Saying the reason you're capping
We're on
Southwest
our way back.
is because all these bodies over here, and you can see one shot,
Lady
small
tells
little group
earlier,
over
Herb.
here. So one shot doing a great job on defense as well, countering and reacting, getting that hat back up, and now here we are in Northwest Petrivka. Army of 9 holding on. Pretoria going down across the street. Sexy Pappy going down. Now it's only up to Palav. Gets a shot. Jack going down from him. So beautiful job. Holt not able to get the kill shot. So one shot again. Still just causing chaos. They've been doing a great job with that all game. So Army of 9 bringing more bodies back there. That definitely can't afford to lose Northwest Petrivka, because that would really spell the end here. So Army of 9, we're able to push in from the west, and you can see one shot, though, beautifully countering it. As we swing over here, it looks like one shot pushed their Hab, and that's not good for them. So they did dig the Hab. Hab completely dug up by one shot. Looks like they're going to fully dig it up. So success for one shot. So Army of 9 losing all front that they can here in Southwest Petrivka, or South Petrivka. So you can see Maui, Malachi, who have been in those vehicles almost all game, gonna have to move fronts now because they're just clearing everything they can. Army of 9 now pretty much all in on their last flag, as that's their only real spawn they have left. 81 tickets now to 342.
What's it like there, Herb?
This hunk prone right next to this vehicle. There's Logic coming in. Now he's going to unload. Holt going down. Trying to engage the drivers. Hunk going down. Flectarn going down.
Alright, we've recapped Petrivka.
Dismount now. Oh, and he gets taken down. 30 mil to the north. Flectarn just using that heavy artillery. So now this Logi lost all their drivers. Jack's kind of a little hesitant trying to get up there and get that here. I don't blame him with all these bodies from one shot coming out of nowhere. As you can see here, trying to move across this field again. Maui and Malachi probably heard that 30 mil. Oh, and the rocket just missing over the top and pole. He goes down. Oh, man, that would have been a beautiful rocket right in the gut. As they're going to push this field. And if you're Dipspit or Manhattan, you don't want to move. Oh, it could have caught him off guard there. So just kind of slowly moving through this field. Dipspit, I think, has the right idea by hiding out under the truck. That's where I'd be. So let's take a quick look up in the sky here. Again, nothing going on here at South Petrivka, fully under one-shot control. So tickets now 32 for Army of 9, 333 for one shot. So this is officially going to give a win to one shot, as they won the first round, 247 tickets. So it's just a matter of time now Try to get this tickets down as much as you can for Army of 9. Still just an utter belief here, just disbelief of Oneshot, just how well they've been able to defend all of these flags. Looks like Dipspit and Old Man Hatter got spotted out of here, so they're trying to stay alive as long as they can. Take a frag down with them. But there's a vehicle taking down Dipspit. B-Word takes some shots. And a grenade right on point as per usual with Oneshot. Down to 18 tickets now. Comes the pistol technique by Ghost. He takes a shot at him. Now he's taking more shots at him. Army of 9 likes his pistol technique, man, like Saving Private Ryan style. Swing back over here to some more of the action here. 7 tickets remain now. B-Word pushing up on Tricky, Red Player, and Doc. So pushing across the field. B-Word taking one enemy down. So Tricky might have got a grenade off in the good area here. Might be a little bit far. No, perfect. Takes down B-Word. Tricky. And Red Player getting their beautiful nades down. Now Frag, Yoki, Alpax pushing up though. So Red Player watching that angle. Oh, but he's looking the wrong way. Frag's able to push right in. Now Frag going down. Dipspit here checking the corner. 1 ticket left. And there it is, officially 329 tickets for Oneshot, 0 for
all right, guys.
Army of 9.
That was pretty big shit kicking, but we'll debrief in chat. It's all right, we did good. I'm proud of us.
Everybody say good game in chat. It's Jay.
So that's what I like to hear personally. Seeing these guys after a game, want to learn from it. They're going to debrief themselves. But also saying, hey guys, make sure we're professional, get the GGs out. So a good game by both sides. Again, Oneshot Theory is going to be your winner, winning by a combined total of about 570 tickets, more or less, right around that ballpark. So Oneshot Theory going to get the win. Army of 9 in their first competitive match here for both teams in International Squad Knockout Tournament, season number 2 on Yehirovka AAS V1. That will do it for me, guys. I am Hanik31. I'll be definitely casting some more of these matches. I don't have one scheduled yet, but we'll make sure we bring you all the action. Running Duck, myself, Johnny Omaha, SigTech Mills, a couple other guys. So we will be trying to bring you as much of the action we can here from the ground. Again, thank you for joining me, guys. Don't forget to hit that follow button, and I will catch you guys another time.